have a peculiar insight into the phenomena of agency capture, and that is the dynamic by which environmental agencies and public health agencies become sock puppets of the industries they're supposed to regulate. And it happens with every agency. So
Happens with everything.
It happens with all of them, whether it's the SEC or the FDA or
ACC.
Any of the three-letter agencies. Ultimately, over time, the industry figures out how to infiltrate them, how to control the senators and the congressmen that write their budgets, how to get control of that agency because it's so important for their profit ambitions.
Right.
And so I probably brought over 500 lawsuits as an environmental lawyer, mainly against polluters who are discharging into the environment, into the air, water, whatever. But probably during the 38 years that I was doing that, probably 20% of my lawsuits were against the EPA or the state environmental agencies for issuing these kind of sweetheart illegal permits.
Because they get compromised also, you're saying?
Because they get compromised. So I was used to that dynamic.
Right. God, it's got to be hard to navigate.
Of seeing the agency that's supposed to be my friend, but is actually my enemy, on these environmental issues. I was accustomed to that, but that dynamic is particularly acute. It's really on steroids in the public health agencies because there are these unprecedented entanglements, financial entanglements. For example, FDA gets 45% of its annual budget from pharmaceutical companies. So they're really, there's really it's kind of a seamless subsidiary of the industry. And it's agency capture on steroids.
So the FDA is funded mostly by pharmaceutical companies.
About half of their money comes from pharmaceutical companies. And that's because we passed a law in the 90s that actually in the early 2000s that allows, it's called fast track approval. So the drug companies were complaining that these drugs take 10 years to get approved, and a lot of particularly the Republicans on Capitol Hill who want the agencies to be more industry friendly, they said there ought to be a process where the industry can come in and pay to get a very, very quick approval. And so now...
That seems dirty business.
It is dirty business. There's a kind of a rational reason for it. As the agency said, we simply don't have enough personnel to quickly process these applications. So Congress said, okay, well, we're going to get the industry to give you the money to hire the people to process it. But really what happens is the agency is now being paid to do its job by the industry, and they become partners. And they're no longer a regulatory agency. They're really, their regulatory mission gets subsumed by these commercial and mercantile, forces. Of course,
business, big business. Hope you enjoyed that video, and you can watch another. And you can watch this one, you can watch this one. Different options, different choices. Some guy just brings you one option, not this guy. Two options. Watch one, this one or this one.